So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Second down, Howell back to pass. He's airing it out for Williams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Rodgers now to throw. Again, that's Watkins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Second down throw for Howell.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Rasul Douglas picks it.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. They overload him that time on a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cobb. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And some space here. And all the way down to the 29. 48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Lions now at 2-5 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Garibay. 10-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January.
He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
A quick throw here out to Cobb. Touchdown! Randall Cobb, his first touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17, Lions 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell's. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago.
And now here's another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at at their own 33.
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Sammy Watkins, 58 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Powell's throw going into the hands of Williams.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Faking the handoff. Howell. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And Howell will throw it. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage, because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash.
The Garabay's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Now it's Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tonyan. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Rodgers to throw once more. Able to find Lazard. And he's going to have a Packers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Packers 31, Lions 10. Mason Crosby to kick off.
For the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.